Narcissists will try to get back into your life in lots of different ways, with even more excuses, reasons, and justifications. But what happens when the whole point behind the Hoover isn't love, romance, and the second shot at a relationship? What happens when it's something far more sinister? In this video, I want to talk about the Revenge Hoover. I'll talk about some other hoovering tricks that narcs have as well, and I'll give my best advice for how to handle any and all hoovers that might come your way. The Revenge Hoover is when the narcissist comes back into your life or tries to have those conversations with you and maybe rope you back into the relationship purely to get revenge on you. And there are a couple of ways this can be achieved. As always, if I miss anything, leave it down in the comments. The first approach is the I have someone new Hoover. You might get the call or the text where they let you know that they're seeing somebody new. Of course, they don't say anything about this as a, I'm just here to throw this in your face. This all happens under the guise of them pretending to be an adult. And they might say something along the lines of, well, I just wanted to let you know I have a new boyfriend now, so move on. Make sure you don't call me when you're drunk and ask me to come back. Or you might get something along the lines of, I'm texting you because I want you to know there's a new girl in my life and I just knew that you'd be happy for me. I wasn't sure if someone else had told you or if you had already seen it online or whatever. So I just wanted to do the right thing and make sure that I told you. All of this is meant to throw it in your face and you know it. These approaches are done while the narcissist is letting you know how amazing this person is on top of all of that. However, you already know that they're moving on. This little update is completely unnecessary because you probably have seen it on social media or you've heard from mutual friends, family, coworkers, whatever, that something is going on. Maybe they were even trying to communicate with you, but that dropped off and then you assumed, well, they're not talking to me as much because they're talking to somebody else. 9 times out of 10, when an ex moves on, we hear something through the grapevine or figure it out on our own. But a narcissist, as always, will minimize your negative feelings about this and assure you that as they rationalize this bullshit away, hey, I was just keeping you in the loop. I'm telling you this because it's the right thing to do, and you should really just move on with your life. A lot of times things like that will be thrown into these conversations and these texts, whatever. I'm just doing this so that you'll move on. Ironically, this actually prevents you from moving on a lot of times, and narcissists know this. It's exactly why these certain buzzwords are done. Well, I'm being an adult. I'm letting you know you should move on. It's like as soon as someone says that, we instantly cannot move forward at all with our lives. And that's exactly why it's done, to form a little messed up triangulation game. Now you've been set up against a person that you don't even know. And now you more than likely feel as if you've been replaced by this person. Feelings of replacement and rejection can cause the person to begin to feel like they might need to reach out to the narcissist to try harder to impress them, to give that message of, hey, I don't know why you needed to replace me or reject me. Look at all the great things I can still do. I don't know why you moved on. I'm still awesome. Some people reach out and try to let the narcissist know that they are in fact over them, which doing exactly that shows you're not over them. Don't do that. In a true Revenge Hoover, the narcissist lets you know that this is the new and improved love of their life. It's not, of course. This is one way the narcissist does attempt that ultimate revenge by way of a Hoover. It's just a big old, look what I have that you don't. I have a new person. Do you have a new person? Nope, you don't. You're still stuck back here and you suck. Clearly there was an issue with you, not with me, because I moved on. Someone else loves me. Someone else thinks I'm great. You're just back here by your lonely old self. I suck. You don't. I moved on and you clearly can't. And that's all it's designed to do, is just make you obsess and make you feel those ways and make it harder for you to move on. It makes you think about all of those what if scenarios that ramp up, that cause rumination and can really become intrusive triggers, thoughts, and ideas. But what happens is the narcissist moves on, With their new relationship, you stay very stationary and very stagnant in this place of not being able to move on. So the narcissist makes sure that they have you stuck right there so that when they're over this new person, they can come back again to you when they feel like it. If you'd like to talk one-on-one about what you're going through or what you've gone through in a toxic relationship, you can email BookAChatWithJess@gmail.com to set up private chats with me. Another way a narcissist can hoover purely to get revenge is just the good old-fashioned I want you back hoover. The problem is, of course, that they don't want you back. They want to stick some rejection and revenge to you. Most of the time, narcissists will play this game when you're the one who walked away, and it's going to settle the score. If they can get you back and do this, they need to do this. Their ego has been bruised, and it's time for you to get what's coming to you. So they play the game and try to rope you back in so they can be the one who crushes you, leaves you, ghosts you, however they choose to do things to give you a little bit of extra hurt. Someone toxic and narcissistic needs to be right, quote unquote. They need to win. And doing something like this, like I said, settles the score. They walk away. They're the victim now. They've tried to give you a chance and you're impossible. So it doesn't work. They had no choice but to break up and walk away. They actually did you a solid by trying to give you another chance. Things like this are now the stories that are going to spread to the flying monkeys, friends, families, and the social circles the two of you now frequent by way of a really, really awesome smear campaign. But this is the right to the narcissist. This is how things should have gone in the first place. I left you when I was ready to do it. I'm on top. I'm right. I win. They will absolutely try to get you back to walk away on their own time, playing by their rules, so that everything works out better for them this time around. Even when they're the one who discarded in the beginning, even if they're the ones who walked away the first time around or the last time around, if this wasn't the first, they can and will do this just to stick it to you. It really depends on what they feel like doing and how extracurricular they want to get with it. There are other hoovers, like the very classic, I love you, I miss you, I want you back hoover. This is usually filled with love bombing, nostalgia trips down memory lane, and all that stuff. There's the hey, are you still there hoover, where they reach out, you respond, and they immediately fall off the world and ghost you. They just needed to know if you would still speak to them, what kind of mood would you be in, were you angry, what would you say, etc. There's the crisis hoover, that, oh my God, someone or something is dying, I'm sick, I'm broke, I'm in jail, oh my God, I need help, something's happening to me, and you're the only person who can help me fix this. There's truly nothing that a narcissist won't pull to try and hoover if there's something that they want from you. Even something as petty as revenge, but that gives you the whole answer about hoovers right there. There is no level they won't stoop to if they want something from you and they feel like they can get it. That right there is how you handle a hoover. You have the answer and all of the knowledge right there. You don't. I think it's really important that we see a hoover for what it really is. It's a desperate act to get attention. And I think if we take a look at this and break it down a little bit, a lot of people who want the hoover so desperately won't want it anymore. And those who maybe don't want it but might respond to it will suddenly see it as, I don't need to answer this. I don't need to do anything about it. It is a desperate act to get attention. A narcissist would rather be getting attention from someone shiny and new, flat out. They don't want you. They don't want to backtrack to you after weeks, months, or especially years. They really don't like doing this. You might be a place of comfort, but you're also old news. You're boring and you're not very good supply. On top of all of that, you're a lot of work. You might not talk to them. You might want them to do something in order to even have a conversation with you because you're upset and you're angry and you want them to prove something because you have a history with this person. You're dangerous, you're annoying, you're a risk, and they don't want you. They're so desperate or they're so bored or they're just trying to hurt you. And I need all survivors to see that. The narcissist is not interested in you, but what you offer. And a Hoover is not a realization that they love you, that they realize what a great person you are. They're not realizing how badly they fucked up. It's none of that. It's you'll do, I guess, for now. And that is honestly the best case scenario. That's if this isn't a revenge Hoover or this isn't a yawn, I'm fucking bored Hoover. This right here, you'll do, I guess, for now, is the best case scenario you can get out of a Hoover. Don't entertain them. See them for what they really are, and that you deserve something more than that. Even nothing is better than whatever the hell this is. And don't want a Hoover just so that you can say nothing and leave this person on red. Continue to do that every day by going and staying no contact. You don't have to wait for them to reach out to say nothing. You're continuing to say nothing every day and continuing to send that message every single day. Even when they're not talking to you, you are not speaking to them. If you want more information on Hoovering, I have a whole playlist and some videos. I will leave them for you to jump into. Tell me in the comments if you have gotten one of these revenge Hoovers. How many times have you been Hoovered? How many times has this happened to you? If you want an extra 3 to 6 videos a month, I highly encourage you to click on the link down in my description to become a channel member. It helps me and it greatly supports all of my effort and work here on this channel. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day, survivor, and take care of yourself.